Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. The A's are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Hisashi Iwakuma is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Digging in, Sullivan. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's in the top 5 runs scored in the American League, so he's a big part of this lineup. The guys behind him are doing a great job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Career numbers with Iwakuma. He carries a .310 batting average. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. This is on the ground over the first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay, and he's safe. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Just classic confidence in the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Chris Bassett, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strikeout total in his last start, and hopefully he'll bring that A game with him in the ballpark for this one.
Digging in, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. He comes in leading the American League in stolen bases, so that's getting on base and making things happen, and that's using his wheels. And everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Gene Segura. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. popped up. Olson waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third,
In now the Mariners DH, Nelson Cruz. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Late that time for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We are still scoreless. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
leading off for the Athletic, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Here's Matt Joyce now. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Batting seventh,
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
Piscotty.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game. Captain of the defense.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. Career numbers with Iwakuma, an impressive 4 for 7.
Let's go, Ems!
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Still only 1 out in the inning. Now a hard liner toward short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. No balls and 1 strike. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gordon looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
In now, Coco Sullivan.
Coco Sullivan.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Healy has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Oakland is on top in this one, 3-0. Striding forward for his first chance, Mike Zunino, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now here's the pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one.
Batting fifth.
And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So coming to the plate, Robinson Cano, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Right fielder.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the A's 3 and the Mariners nothing. Now at the plate, Jed Lowry, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center, and that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. From the stretch. This is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Into the box, Stephen Piscotty, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
Come on, Seattle.
The 0-1 delivery. Right side hit hard. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Into the box now, Bruce Maxwell, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Maxwell, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gamble moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The A's lead it 5-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Ryan Healy becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
In there, and it's 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Standing in now, Sullivan popped him up. Seager shading to his right. 1 away. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mariner organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. A man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Cano has it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Let's go, Mariners!
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, there's a clean base hit right there, D-Row, to drive that runner in from third base.
Yeah, he was telling the boys, get it ready right here. I'm going to walk home on this one. That was easy to read through the hole, and he was able to take his time scoring from third.
Here's Chris Davis now. Line drive to center field. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The A's lead this one 6-0. Here's D. Gordon now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. Gene Segura standing in. He popped out in his first trip. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Here's Nelson Cruz now as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready now, Matt Olson. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gamble is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Right fielder.
At the plate, Matt Joyce. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Come on, Mariners.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter, Stephen.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Dustin Fowler. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Cano fields it cleanly. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here. The side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Mariners nothing. Here now is Mike Zunino. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here comes the first pitch. Way out in front.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. He's set, and the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Semien has it. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Into the box, Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Semien. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They still find themselves down 6-0. Juan Nicasio gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Sullivan. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this with pop at the plate can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Up next for Oakland,
Here's Jed Lowry now.
Jed Lowry.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
Gamble arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first
The
out.
batter, number 10, second baseman.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now
as he hits one on a line to left field.
Gamble is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the A's 7 and the Mariners nothing. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. First time up, he went down looking.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Lowry's got it. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind it.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate as he's been masterful. We're through 6 full. Oakland is on top in this one, 7-0. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Striding forward now is the DH, Stephen Piscotty. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone. to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty. Third home run for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening. Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes down.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Line toward right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
In now, Sullivan as he rips it on the ground to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 10-0 score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Go back to Oakland. That's a strike.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. So striding in, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will make it around as he gets in there at 3rd on what was a terrible throw.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Chris Davis now. Belted high and deep into right center. Horton racing back. Still ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and that is 27 for him on the year as the blowout continues. David Phelps comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Gone. Back-to-back homers. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Number 10 for him on the year as this lead got even wider. Here's Matt Joyce now.
Matt Joyce.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run there for Matt Joyce. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now at the plate, Bruce Maxwell. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. Lands in for a base hit. And he's 3 for 5 in this one. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Center fielder, number 11.
Now in the box, Dustin Fowler, already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with the 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Let's go, Mariners!
Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Here's D. Gordon now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene.
Next for Seattle, Gene Segura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. A little roller toward the hole. Olson is there. The tag, and he is out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. No runs, no hits, and one error in the ballgame for Seattle. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Mariners are down in order. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Sullivan. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Stepping in now, Jed Lowry, as he drives a liner to right center. And that'll get down out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Boy, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he grounds one briskly to short. Cano for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, good contact there as this is sent in the air out to deep left center field. And this will wind up being the 3rd long ball he surrendered tonight. A home run. Santa Maria. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 2nd of the game as the blowout continues.
Now batting.
Into the box, Matt Olson.
And that last at that when he went deep, he turned it.
Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The A's lead it 17-0. Here now it's Mike Zunino. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Fowler ranging back to the track, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the 1st out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Robinson Cano. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Olson right there, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Digging in now, Mitch Haniger. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
2 strikes.
Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. Welcome back under the roof here at Safeco Field in Seattle. Great look there at the Emerald City. James Pazos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Matt Joyce will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. From the stretch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Gordon has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell, working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Center fielder, number 11, Dustin Fowler.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler.
All right, Seattle. Woo! Come on, Mariners. Yeah.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Standing in now, Sullivan. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon has a read on it, and that retires the side. A's strand a couple, but that seems a rarity in this one as they lead it 17-0. with the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth.
First baseman, Ryan Healy.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Healy. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and the perfect game is erased in the ninth. So there'll be no visit to the record books here in this one, as after 8 1/3 no-hit innings, they finally get to him for their first hit of the ballgame. Rats.
Such a tough one as a pitcher, D-Row.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Liam Hendricks enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Healy, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes Fowler. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's D. Gordon now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's 1 for 2. Second and third here, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that's going to be your final out here, and the A's will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
17-0 the final tonight. The Athletics plated 17 runs in this one to grab the W. Chris Bassett earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Broadway, and Edgar Martinez